Somewhere in the Texas Panhandle, right now, a technician is clipping into a harness at the bottom of a 300-foot tower. Inside that tower is a ladder that does not stop until it hits the clouds. At the top is a machine worth millions of dollars, and only one person is qualified to fix it if it breaks today. Here is the number that should stop you. Only about 13,600 people in the entire country hold this job, not applicants. Employed right now, servicing more than 76,000 wind turbines spread across 44 states. This is the wind ladder, and the Bureau of Labor Statistics has ranked it one of the fastest growing jobs in the entire American economy, year after year, while almost nobody talks about it. Here is why the money is moving. The country has spent 2 decades building wind farms across the plains and the coastlines, and every single one of those machines needs a technician on it multiple times a year for the rest of its working life. That is not new construction work. That is permanent maintenance work, the kind that does not disappear when the economy slows down. Employment in this job is projected to grow by roughly 50% over the next 10 years. Compare that to almost any office job you can name right now. None of them are growing anywhere close to that fast. The build-out is up, the workforce trained to service it is nowhere near caught up, and that gap is exactly where the pay lives. Rung 1, and this is where most people quit before they even start. A wind technician certificate takes as little as 6 months and rarely more than 2 years at a fraction of a 4-year degree's cost. But before any school will train you, they put you on a training tower and make you climb it. No fear of heights allowed. Working towers run past 260 feet, and a full-grown tower averages over 300. That single climb test filters out most of the people who walk in the door, which is exactly why the ones who pass it are in demand before they even graduate. You start around $45,000 to $50,000 a year, and the company keeps paying to train you from day one. Rung 2, certified technician, working solo or in a 2-person crew inside the nacelle, the equipment room sitting on top of the tower. This is where the median technician lands, $62,580 a year, according to the most recent federal wage data. You are troubleshooting electrical systems, hydraulics, and gearboxes the size of a small car, 300 feet above a cornfield or a coastline in whatever weather decided to show up that day. It is not a desk job, and it never will be, which is exactly why nobody can outsource it to an office overseas. Rung 3, lead or senior technician. After a few years and a stack of specialty certifications, gearbox, blade repair, high voltage electrical, you stop being the person who gets sent up the tower and start being the person other technicians call when something is not adding up. Lead techs with 5+ years commonly clear $70,000 to $90,000 a year. You are not paid more because you climb better. You are paid more because you know which part is actually broken before anybody unbolts it. And then there is the rung nobody believes until they look it up. Offshore wind. A handful of wind farms are now running off the East Coast, with turbines even taller than the ones on land, some trending toward 500 feet at the hub. Getting to work might mean a helicopter or a boat ride through open water before you ever touch the ladder. Specialized and offshore technicians can push past the top of the national pay scale into 6 figures in some markets, real numbers pulled from federal and industry wage surveys, not a recruiter's exaggeration. The catch is real too. This corner of the industry is still small in America, the logistics are brutal, and the weather does not care about your schedule. Danger pay is still pay. It is not for everyone. But the rung exists, and it is barely staffed. Rung 4. The technicians who stack every certification, take on the most complicated repairs, and get pulled onto traveling crews during peak season, chasing per diem and overtime from wind farm to wind farm. The top 10% of technicians nationwide already clear close to $90,000 a year without ever leaving home for that work, and travel pay pushes the highest earners well past it. There is no owning your own wind farm. Nobody climbs this ladder to start a business. You climb it to become the technician nobody wants to lose. Now the honest part, this job is not glamorous. You will work in heat, cold, and wind strong enough to shut the turbine down before it shuts your stomach down. Wind farms sit in the most remote, empty parts of the country on purpose, which means a long drive to work and a long drive home. Robots cannot climb that ladder yet, and they cannot feel a bearing that is starting to fail before it fails completely. That is still a human job, done 300 feet in the air, and it is going to stay that way for a long time. So that is the wind ladder. Climb test to certified, certified to lead, lead to offshore or the road. 13,600 people currently hold this job. The country needs about 50% more of them within 10 years, and almost nobody your age has ever heard the job title. The trades are not the fallback plan. Right now, this might be the least crowded ladder in the entire American economy. Get on the first rung and subscribe, because the next ladder is already on the bench.